Good day everyone. So today we will discuss to you the political self in being a Filipino. The objective of this lesson, first, to develop a Filipino identity. Second, identify different Filipino values and traits. Third, reflect on his or her selfhood in relation to his national identity. So first, let we define who are Filipino. Filipinos are people who are native or citizen here at the Philippines. Ikaw ay matatawag na isang Filipino kapag pinanganak ka sa Pilipinas o kung ikaw ay isang Philippine Citizen. According to 1987 Philippine Constitution, those fathers and mothers are citizens of the Philippines. Those born before January 17, 1973 of Filipino mothers who elect Philippine citizenship upon reaching the age of majority and those who are naturalized in accordance with the law. So these are some of the Filipino values and traits. The Philippines is a lush island paradise famous for its grandiose mountains, views, beaches, rich and diverse culture changing from province to province. Filipino phrases such as MABUHAY, salamat, and saying po and opo. The Filipino Hospitality. Filipinos welcome their guests and tourists as if their own brothers and sisters by always making them feel at home. They will bring out their best set of plates for their honored guests and would even go as far as spending a lot of money on going into debt just so they can satisfy them. So yung mga Filipinos, nakasanayan natin na kapag may bisita is tinatanggap natin na para silang isang kapatid, isang pamilya. Ganon ang mga Filipino. Second, respect for elders. Filipinos greet their elders by kissing their hand while saying mano po and constantly using po and opo, saying ate, kuya, lolo, and lola. So kilala ang mga Filipino bilang isang marespetong mga tao. Next is the close family ties. Filipinos maintain a tight relationship with their family regardless that the children are old enough and already have their families of their own. Family is also celebrating reunions, birthdays, holidays, and festas. Ito yung mga paraan para mas mapatibay ang isang relasyon ng isang pamilya. Cheerful personality. Filipinos have the habit of smiling, laughing a lot. Na kahit na may problema is naka-smile pa rin sila. Kahit na nahihirapan, they always keep smiling. Smiling has been a copying strategy for many Filipinos, especially during trying times and calamities. Self-sacrifice. Filipinos go out of their way to extend their help to friends, families, and loved ones. Ang halimbawa nito is ang isang OFW. They always sacrifice. Sinasacrifice nila yung sarili nila upang mabigyan ng magandang buhay ang kanilang pamilya. There are also times when we eldest among the children of the family would give up school to work and provide for the rest of the family and educate his or her siblings. Next is the Bayanihan. The Bayanihan spirit is giving without expecting something in return. Yung tutulong ka na wala kang ine-expect na kapalit. Isa yun sa mga ugali ng mga Filipino. Filipinos are always ready to share and to help friends and loved ones who are in need. In calamities, this is especially showcased by Filipinos. And next is the BAHALA NA attitude. The Filipino version of the famous line, Hakuna Matata, meaning no worries. This phrase is said to have originated from BAHALA NA, where BAHALA NA means God. Next is colonial mentality, lack of patriotism, and the attitude where Filipinos favor foreign products and more than their own. Next is the MANYANA habit, Filipino term for procrastination, MAMAYANA, which means doing things that could have been done at the present at a later time. Yung feeling na uutusan ka, pero ang isasagot mo is mamaya na. It is a poor habit of laziness which results in heavier workload. Next is the NINGAS KUGON, attitude of the eagerly starting things but quickly losing eagerness soon after experiencing difficulty just as fast at the fire and engine. Laziness is common problem among Filipinos. Ito yung kapag hindi na siya gagalaw, kapag wala nang mag-uutos sa'yo or wala nang magre-remind sa'yo sa iyong gagawin. Next is pride. Most Filipino hold on their pride as it is more precious than keeping a good relationship with the family and loved ones. They find it hard to apologize. Yung feeling na nagpapataasan kayo ng pride, yung hindi nyo kayang i-forgive yung isa't isa. Gusto nyo is hindi kayo malampasan ng isang tao. Next is the grab mentality, the toxic trait among Filipinos who were one present the achievement of another instead of feeling happy or what person. They pull each other down and ruin each other's reputation. And lastly is being Filipino time, arriving late at commitments. They tend to not observe punctuality altogether. Yung feeling na nag-set kayo ng oras pero hindi naman dun sakto pupunta or dadating yung isang tao.
Filipino markers. The first is the Proverbs, or we call Salawikain, saying that convey a lesson and reflection on Filipino practices. We have 6 categories of Proverbs. The first one is Proverbs expressing a general attitude towards life and the laws that govern life. The second is ethical Proverbs recommending certain virtues and condemning certain vices. The third is Proverbs expressing a system of values. The fourth, Proverbs expressing general truth and observations about life and human nature. The fifth is Humorous Proverbs, and lastly, the Miscellaneous Proverbs. We have the second, the superstitions, as Filipinos also subscribe to their own set of superstitions passed down from generation to generation. Third is the myths and legend have sprung about things that are beyond one's imagination. And lastly is the heroes and icons. Serves as a reminder of true patriotism and nationalism, and they have sacrificed their lives for the sake of the country's freedom and progress.
How to be a good Filipino. The first one of being a Filipino is being an active Filipino citizen. One of the good Filipino should be aware of the current events, participate in government programs, and being simply exercising the right to vote. You also become an active citizen, of course, and also to study the Philippine history. You need to know and the important to understand the events of the Philippine history. Also to support all the local products, display the creativity, resourcefulness, but the best how to be a good Filipino is speak the Filipino language. Speaking Filipino serves as a unique identifier to being a Filipino, and speak the Filipino language fluently. Of course, that's the way how to be a good Filipino. And lastly is do not spread fake news and be democratic in engaging with dissent Do not spread fake news if the news are not totally fact, hindi siya totoo talaga, and don't have an evidence or a proof, wala pang napapatunayan na totoo ba yung news na iyon. And to sort out everything that one reads before actually buying it and spreading it. Think before you click.